Hey everybody, welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra. I am Neil here today with a Sunday gear review for you. Typically it's John that does these kind of things here, but I figured maybe I'd help out a little bit.
Big Tech's Ordnance is my go-to source for accessories for all your defensive and competition firearms. They have great holsters with accessories for concealment and ship fast at great prices. I'm a proud customer and recommend them without hesitation.
Before we get too far into this, I do want to thank Big Techs. They're the ones that pay the bills and make this possible. They've got great service and they've got great prices over there and a great selection of products. If you're not using them, you should be. So go over there and check them out. Today's product I've got is a bedside safe here. I've been testing this thing for a while. You can tell by the dust on it that it's been not been cleaned for a while, but this is the PineWorld K5. This is made overseas, so this isn't an American made one. You can hack on that if you want, totally up to you, but I've been using this thing for quite a while now and I have had no trouble with it whatsoever. This has been my daily bedside safe now for a couple 3 months and it's worked out pretty well. This thing is made of 10 gauge steel, so it is a heavy son of a gun. It's got the biometrics right there with about a 0.5 access to open. On the inside you can see mine's got a little dusty from belly hair that's gone in there, but it's kind of got that soft that firm foam on the inside there, so I can take my gun off at night. The way that I do this thing is when I get home at night and I'm ready to call it, gun comes off, stays in the holster. I don't have to do any administrative work whatsoever with it. Goes into the safe and closes like so. The thing is just like that until the morning. When I put my finger on the button, I get it opened back up and I can go right back to work, put this thing on and go about my day. One thing that I really like about this is it's pretty heavy. It's made of 10 gauge steel, so it's pretty heavy. If you go look, somebody did a review and they actually shot this thing with a gun. Why anybody's shooting safes, I don't know, but you know, I guess it makes for good content. It does have a key entry right here, so you can use the key for it and get in it, and you actually have to have that to get everything set. Then it's got a keypad. You can set that up for yourself to get in, for others to get in. And then I think it's got like somewhere upwards of 100 different fingerprint pads, so you can do all of yours. And if Steph can get into this one with her fingerprints. The one thing about this that I didn't really care for, the bottom of this thing is pretty slick. So I went and I got these little rubber grommet footy things to put on there so it sits on my bedside table and doesn't slide around. But other than that, there's no changes to this that I've made. Got along with it really good. Like I said, there's been a couple of times that, you know, Steph needed to get into it before we had her fingerprints programmed into it, that we just put the code in and she was in there. There's also a power backup right here in the front, which is a little weird that that's up front. You can actually plug this thing in and use power there. That is not to charge your phone or anything along those lines. So it's a weird spot for that. I would change that if I were the engineer for this, but I'm not. I'm just the guy running it. And then the key goes in here in the front to open that thing up, and it does a pretty good job. It does have an app that comes with it, and it's got some stuff. If you pick it up and shake it really good, it'll lock for a few hours and give you beeps and signals and all of that kind of stuff. The app will give you some signals as well. You can open it through there as well. But guys, I don't know, man, for 189 bucks, this thing is a heavy duty bugger. It comes with the thing in the back, the lock, so I can put a cable to it if you want to do it that way. It's a little bit big to fit in my truck. I initially wanted to cable this in my truck so that if I do have to disarm for something when I'm out and about, I've got something solid to do that. But it's a little bit big for that, so it's not going to work for that. It may work in your truck different than it does in mine, but something to think about. For as far as a bedside safe for 189 bucks, I like this thing and I would recommend it. Nothing wrong with it, and I get along with it great. Go check them out.